Hello guys and gals, this is Widow Plays What Ifs here, and I'm back at it again with another episode of this series of What If Deku Merged with Starscream, Part 7. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's Part 7. So yeah, and I'm gonna say a few things about this series right now going forth. The last episode I was pretty tired, and sorry if it was a very bad episode. I was very tired and all that, and I was kind of groggy and all that, but never mind about that. I have noticed that I don't really put any bad guys that much in my series. I don't put anything between my villain or anything that would stand in its way or her way very much. I need someone that would be as much of a threat as anyone else, any villain, as my main character. So I'm gonna start putting people that would stand in the way against my characters, going for on forth with my series, because I've noticed that if I don't do something soon, my series will be pretty bland. So far, all my characters have been just doing whatever they damn well want to. Though I like doing that, but my series need more drama and more things. So yeah. Now that I talked about that, let me roll out my intro, guys and gals.
I was an infant, cause I fucking monster, I feel like I'm Ben 10. Niggas fucking me and I fuck with the insects. I ain't no one scared, scared of that incense. Feeling like I'm taking a thing in the past tense. All you pussy niggas, I swear to feel last chance. I fuck my dog, my niggas don't make sense. Been a fucking sucker since I was an infant. Okay, like Gucci on me, 7, I'm a Khaled. I go fool with snakes. Stick on me, stick on me. Yeah, so fucking take her favorite hood. 444 camo, she lied, it was okay. Her favorite king, y'all heard her favorite king. She said it was rare. You niggas is trash, reminding me of shit. Part of my neck, remind me of a riptide. I tell you rough, she looking cute as hell. I just died, she gon' run my.
Now, let's start this episode where we left off in the last one. It's the next day, and Starscream has just woke up from the bed. As he's wondering what happened. As he's looking around, as he turns to his right, as he sees Starseeker. I almost forgot her name there. Shit. Yeah, Starseeker. As he saw her laying right beside him, naked, and he looks at himself. Himself is naked as well. As he thinks, shit. As he thinks back of what happened, and he remembered, as he said, shit. I guess we're a thing now, but that was damn good though. That was damn good. I guess she's my girl now. Nothing's going to stop that. If anyone lays a hand on her, or even tries to look at her, I will kill them. As he's trying to get all yandere on us right now, as he's thinking if anyone looks at her or touches her, they're dead. As no one's going to touch his queen right now. As he gets up, and oh my bad. Starscream gets up, and he hears a ring coming from his office as he puts his underwear on, as he slowly walks to his office, as he's as the phone is continuously ringing and ringing. He's starting to get annoyed as he says, "Fucking hell, shut the fuck up." As he picks up the phone, as he clicks the green icon on his phone. Wait, my bad, guys. What the fuck? I'm just gonna say phone. Yes, it's gonna be a phone in the office. Yes, as he accepts it, as he asks, "What is it? Who is it?" This is Starscream you're talking to. As Joshua says, "Starscream, your father has been asking me if there's anything I know about you." As this put Starscream even in an even worse mood right now. As he said, "My past self's father." As Joshua says, yes, he has been asking around if there's anyone that can help him find his son. As this is starting to be a headache. This is starting to be a bad day for Starscream. Now that we got the phone call over with, let's backtrack a few days after Starscream killed his mother. There was a call reporting a awful smell coming from the Midoriya residence. So some officers came by as they entered the premises, and they saw the horrifying crime scene that is in that house. As a few hours later, that house was a fucking crime scene. As I'm gonna say, yeah. As yeah, the house was a crime scene. As a few hours later, the police called Hisashi. As Hisashi got the call, as he asked what is it? As they said, "It's your wife, sir. She was found dead at your residence." As once Hisashi heard that, his heart sank. As he asked, "Well, where's my kid? Where is my son then?" Suddenly he hasn't been getting calls from his son or his wife, as he has been worrying about that, but he's probably won't let him call his wife. So yeah, him and his wife's marriage has been going downhill. As yeah, they've been keeping up appearances for Izuku, now known as Starscream, though they don't know, though Hisashi don't know that. As he immediately booked a flight back to Japan. As he but before he did that, before the call ended, he asked where's my son? As the police said that he is missing. As this made his heart sink even more, as he is now he is very sad right now, as he wants to find his son now, as his wife is already dead, so there's no helping that. But he can at least try to find his son. As he booked a flight back at Japan, as he went back to the Japan, and he came there and he went to the crime scene, and he saw the horrifying sight that happened. Blood is everywhere, but the body's already gone. As how can there be? He wonders, how can there be so much blood painted within the walls and ceiling and floor of such a tiny body of Ingo? How can she leak out so much blood? As he doesn't know. As this whole place is painted by guts and blood everywhere. As he immediately left, as he called for a condo for him to live in. As he got a condo, as he started living in the condo because his wife was dead, as he doesn't want to see that house. But after he moved into the condo, he started searching for his son, as there started being missing trial reports, as he has been making flyers, as flyers of the past Izuku, what he used to look like. As he I actually don't know if he killed Bakugo or not yet. I actually don't know if I made him kill Bakugo. If I did make Starscream kill Bakugo, then cross that out. That never happened. That never happened. So yeah. As he went to the Bakugo residence, as Mitsuki and her husband, I don't know his name. I forgot Mitsuki's husband's name. As yeah, Mitsuki's husband's name. Yeah. As he knocked on the door and she answered, as she looked at Hisashi, and right now Hisashi looks haggard. His suit is looking pretty rough, as his tie is not fully good, as it's pretty loose. His tie is pretty loose, as he looks like he just got fired from a job. He looks like one of those workers that got fired from a job, as he looks pretty rough. As let me pause that real quick. I'm gonna say, as Hisashi walks into the house, Mitsuki says she's sorry to hear that Inko died, as whenever she heard the news that Inko died, she cried and cried and put, and even on the cherry on the top is that Izuku is missing, as well, as this hit her hard, real hard. Her and her husband is very sad by the news, because Inko was her best friend. Was, even though her and Mitsuki and Inko didn't see eye to eye all the time, and she used to be her best friend, but during the years she didn't like how Inko treated her son. So her and Inko distanced each other. But still, as a person that knew Inko very well, she did cry. But what's even worse is Izuku. She really wanted to find Izuku. She said that she'd help any way she can for Izuku to be found. I'll help you out, Hisashi. As Hisashi starts to cry, as he says, "Thank you so much, Mitsuki." As he says, "No problem. You're an old friend. We'd friends help each other out," she says. Well, they were talking in the living room. Bakugo heard them talk, as he started to feel bad from all the stuff that he did to Izuku, as he felt very terrible from bullying Izuku, as he didn't know what to say, as he wondered why Izuku wasn't going to school, as he finally found out the reason. As he's starting to feel real bad. He's starting to feel terrible. And now we skip to the day of the school bombing, pretty much. The explosion. As pro heroes, police officers, and anyone is searching anything they can on who did this to the school and killed so many innocent children and teachers. As I'm gonna say, some government agents starts to walk around the area and they see cameras everywhere. After a while they look through the cameras to search who did this and yada yada yada. As they see two interesting things. They see a person on a motorcycle, as the hologram with Izuku on it, or Starscream on the motorcycle, has a helmet on so you won't see the face. And there's another hologram of as they found it very weird that a very high class bike, someone with a high class motorcycle, and another person with a fucking hypersport just drove into the school, cause this wasn't a very high class school. This was one of your normal schools that no rich kid would actually go to. It was in the best side of town, let's just say. As I'm gonna say, as they see the two vehicles parked, as they see the hologram of the person with the helmet look at the person in the vehicle, as they think that they're communicating with each other, but they can't hear anything because the camera is too far away and there's no way they could actually hear them anyways. As they actually see something shocking, as they see the hologram of the person on the motorcycle, and the person in the car start to glitch out as the hologram disappears. As you see the hypersport car do a burnout, as the people's eyes, the agent's eyes widen, as they see the hypersports car fucking drive right into the school, breaking the front doors and transforming. The same goes for the motorcycle. It starts to fucking do a wheelie and run after drive after the hyper sports car, as it starts to transform as well. As they think aliens, the aliens, as the agents called this a code red, a code double fucking triple red. It's not a fucking code red. It's not a double red. This is a fucking triple red. Like, really. Fucking aliens. As once the agent called his higher up saying that this school bombing is related to the aliens, the robots. He doesn't know if it's Autobots or Decepticons, but from the looks of it, he's pretty sure that it's Decepticons. Cause no Autobot would do this, but he honestly doesn't care. All the aliens are the same to him, to be honest, in his opinion. But he won't say it out loud. As the higher up on the other side of the phone says okay, as he gets done with the call, as he calls up someone else, as he's just listening to the ring, 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 and then someone picks up. As he says yes, General yada yada yada. As this general says, I have a case that would be interesting to y'all, for y'all to track down some aliens. As this is the task force that you see in not an Age of Extinction, but what is it called? The Last Night. Yes, The Last Night. I don't know what it's called, because it's not called Nest anymore, because I got disbanded. I only saw the beginning of The Last Night, so I don't know what the task force is called. Whenever I was watching the movie, I pretty much had to leave on the part where what was his name? Freaking Bumblebee freaking tore apart. All of his parts got freaking torn apart and all that, and he pretty much came back together. If you get what I mean, that part of the movie. As I'm gonna say the other general on the phone says okay, thank you for the notice. As he says can you give me this case on the on my computer? Can you send the file to me? As the other general says yes. As he ends the call, and he starts to go to work and bring the file to the general that's in charge of the task force for aliens. As I'm gonna say as the general finally gets the notice on his computer, as he looks through the file, as he sees the evidence so far, as he sees the school pretty much destroyed on one picture, and he sees two vehicles drive into it, and he says, quite interesting indeed. As he sees a hyper sports car drive into it, and after it a motorcycle, a sport motorcycle. As I'm gonna say now what I say, how would I say how should I say? Let me pause there real quick. As he sees those two vehicles pull in, and he sees the the what's it called? I said the name earlier. I can't think of the name now. The fake the person that's you know what I'm talking about. As he sees it glitch out, and he sees it disappear on both of the vehicles. As he sees the vehicle burn out, they'll burn out, then drive right straight into the school. And next thing he knows, two vehicles leave the school and they drive off. As he thinks this is gonna be an interesting case. As he's gonna as he leaves his office. He leaves his office as he starts to go down as he yells, "Boys, we have a new case." As some of the agents say, alien related, as he says, "Of course, that's why we're here." No shit. As the agent that said that felt kind of dumb for saying that, because that is true. The whole reason of being a task force is to take care of the aliens. And yeah. Sorry about that. As the sergeant pretty much shows all of his men of what happened, and the men were kind of pissed because that was innocent children that were killed, and innocent teachers, as they're all taking this personally, as they roll out pretty much. They roll out. They fly all the way to Japan, and that's where they're going to start their search. As we now have a task force going after Starscream and Seeker. It's going to take me a while to get used to that name Starseeker for Toga. But yeah, it's going to be hard for me to get used to that. But yeah, as I'm going to say we're going to switch back to Starscream and Starseeker, as they're pretty much just chilling right now. They just got done from a job. They had to fly all the way to another city to do a job, to do a job off pretty much, to do a deal, and it went pretty smoothly. As it's not just Starscream and Starseeker that does the jobs, as the other Decepticons in the organization does most of the main drop offs for guns or drugs or transformium. Those are the three main things that they do: transformium, guns, and drugs. Those are the main things, three things that they get money on. As right now, Starscream is doing an experiment. As he's been wondering this for a while, if a transformer can relive in a human body, and if a transformer spark and some transformium goes into a body of a human, that human and that transformer Cybertronian will merge. But he's wondering, what if a Cybertronian spark went into a dead body of a human. As he wonders this, as the human body is not doesn't have a human living in it anymore. It's just a shell. It's just a shell of its former self. So he wonders, will that Cybertronian take over the body completely and still be itself, but at the same time be a lesser form of me and Starseeker. As he's writing this down, he's writing his questions on a book. As he's in his lab, as he's thinking about this, as he's thinking, I might want to do some experiments soon on that. I might want to do that. Yeah, I think I might do that. Start doing those experiments. As I'm gonna say, Starseeker walks into the to the lab inside the building. As the lab is on the very on the basement of the building, and it is pretty big. And there's so many experiments that Starscream has made so far. So yeah. But this right here, this is interesting. He really wonders what happens if a Cybertronian does get into a dead body of a human. This would be interesting, actually. Quite interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna think on this. He thinks. As he sees Stargazer. I think that's her name. I just said. Sorry about that. I forgot where I left off. Oh yeah, Stargazer walked into the room of walked into the lab, seeing Starscream do his experiments, and writing some down on a book. She asked, "Are those experiments really that interesting? More interesting than me?" She smirks as she leans on Starscream's shoulder, with her hand and her head on her arm, just leaning against his shoulder. As Starscream looks at his girl that he pretty much created. He pretty much created her to who she is now. If not for him, she wouldn't be this awesome person like she is now. He knew that she might have been a villain already if he didn't go to her, but she would have been less awesome, he thinks. As he says, "No, these experiments are not as interesting as you, doll," he says. As he looks her in her beautiful eyes. As he noticed just lately, since they did it, he has seen her in a different light, more than he did before. As he thinks those purple glowing eyes are beautiful. That pure white hair going down her shoulders is beautiful. As he just looking at her, as everything about her, he has to admit, is beautiful. Like really, she's perfect. As he smirks as he says, as he kisses her on the cheek as he says, nothing as no experiment of mine is as interesting as you, doll. You are my greatest experiment, to be honest, he says with a smirk. Maybe my greatest achievement so far. In fact, I pretty much created you. As Stargazer cannot really disagree. She can't disagree at all. Because if not for Starscream, she wouldn't be who she is now. And she wouldn't have been able to kill her parents this fast. As she is thinking back, she would have been a nobody pretty much throughout her life, she thinks, if she stayed on the ways that she was going. Well, she doesn't mind this, being by Starscream's side forever. She keeps her arm on Starscream's shoulder while he's on sitting down just write on this notebook. As he says, "You wanna help me with the experiment, Stargazer?" As she says, "Yes, darling. What would you like me to do?" As he says, "Bring back a couple dead human bodies from a morgue." He says, "I want some dead bodies. I want to do some experiments on them, and they have to be fresh. They can't be more than 1 or 2 days old," he says. As he says, "Aye, aye, Captain." As she leaves the lab and she goes on her trip to a morgue to get what her baby wants, pretty much. As Starscream smiles as he just watching her just leave, as he just smiles as he's looking at her after she left. His face went back to normal and he continued writing in his book. And I'm gonna say that this is gonna continue on for a little longer. This is gonna be a 40-minute episode. So yeah. Let's skip a few days, yeah. As by now Stargazer has brought the bodies back to the lab. As right now Starscream is looking at these dead bodies, and he's playing with the transformium right now. He's playing with the transformium. Whenever it enters the human body, it is pretty much reconstructing it, as it's destroying it by remaking it, destroying by remaking the human body. As he thinks pretty interesting, even when the body is dead, the transforming continues to remake the human body, pretty much. As he calls for a very one of the lower how would I say, ranking Decepticons into the lab. He asked for one of the lowest ranking ones. As one of the Decepticons came in, As the Decepticon asks, "Yes, boss." As Starscream looks the Decepticon straight in the eyes, as he puts his arm right into where the Decepticon spark would be, and he pulls the spark out, killing the Decepticon instantly. As he says, "Don't worry, little one. You won't die. You won't die yet." As he doesn't value his lower members, as he thinks that he sees them as weak. So yeah, as he doesn't value the lower ones very much. As he starts playing around with the spark, with the body. As well, the dead body is reconstructing. He in the heart is gone. He puts the he puts the spark in there. As the body jerks a little bit, as he puts the spark inside the body. As the body is reconstructing and healing, and the body's just jerking right now. The body's just jerking. As some sparks are coming out here and there, but not much. As Starscream is thinking, yes, come on, little one, you got this. If I get this right on the first try, this will be perfect. As the body continuously jerks until it stops jerking. As Starscream is thinking, huh? As he looks back on his notes, and he looks at the body that stopped jerking, as he thinks. As he sighs, as he says, "This is gonna be a long night for me to do my test, but I love doing these. It gives me time to myself." And I'm gonna say this is the end of the episode. I hope y'all like this episode better than the last one, because the last one I felt like was pretty shit. I don't know. I didn't like the last episode much. I didn't do much with that last episode. So yeah. Hope you like, subscribe, and tell me how you felt about this episode. And I want to say thank you for watching this episode, and have a good day or night wherever your time zone is, my monster family, and peace out.